mentioned a few minutes ago that you were kind of someone you were the one that suggested to him, like, hey, maybe we should try someone off the bench. Is that true? And if what made you kind of be proactive, I guess, in that way, and be like, hey, maybe we should try this?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just gotta be the bigger person, I feel like. And I feel like it was kind of trending towards that way. But I'm a professional at the end of the day, and I feel like I am a starter in this league, but I feel like our team is so good that I think we can have multiple people starting. So at the end of the day, I think I played like 33 minutes, so I mean, it is what it is. I just gonna go out there and play, do whatever they need me to do to win, so we won. That's what matters.
What is the biggest difference? I mean, you came off the bench as a rookie, obviously, and did when you first came back from injury. But how different does it feel starting a game versus coming off the bench?
It's a lot different because like the flow is, you're in the game like when it starts, so you know the flow. Coming off, you just not getting your feet wet, and it's like when you step on the court, you expect it to be ready and already ready to go. And you've been sitting for however long you've been sitting for it before you go in, but. It's cool. Adjustments have to be made. We gotta do whatever it takes to win at the end of the day. Whatever it takes for us to reach our ultimate goal. And if this is what it takes to reach that goal, then that's what everybody has to be mature about it, and we have to go out there and do it.
Doc was talking about the fact that the closing lineup is more important than the starting lineup to him, and obviously you were in the closing lineup tonight. How do you feel about that statement of his?
Yeah, I mean. Like I said, I just go out there and try to do whatever it takes to win. Tonight I was in that lineup to help us win at the end, and that was great. We ended up winning, so that's really all that matters.
Tyrese, just talk about right now you guys are tied for third place, a half a game out of second. I mean, earlier in the week you guys were in fifth. It just seems like you guys are trending right now in the right way, right direction.
Right. I think everybody's healthy right now, so this is what the first, I don't know, maybe like 6 or 7 times that everybody's been healthy on our team, and to be in a position that we're in, we're blessed. We're blessed that we was able to weather the storm, and where guys were out, guys stepped up big time. That's just a testimony to how deep our roster is. I feel like, Coach Doc was talking about it the other day before we played Utah. It's nothing but a good thing that, we can have different lineups, we can do a lot of different things, and a lot of different guys can score for us, and a lot of different guys can contribute in different ways.
I mean, he mentioned also that there's going to be 3 versions, basically, of the starting lineup that you guys will use depending on the matchup. I mean, that's not typical for an NBA team, and he said it's going to take maturity from all you guys to be able to kind of swing back and forth. So, what are going to be the keys for all you guys to sort of be prepared for that?
Yeah, like you just said it. I mean, at the end of the day, we all got to have the same ultimate goal, and that's to win. I mean, it's not to start, or it's not to be out there to hear your name called. You gotta be mature about it, though. I mean, because it's a tough decision. It's a tough pill to swallow because it's a pride thing probably. And at the end of the day, like we said, the only score that matters, the only time that matters is that we're winning at the end when there's all zeros and they're not. So that's really all I have to say about that.
Road wins can be hard to come by, and when you squeak out one like today, which was nobody was able to pull away, it could have gone either way, and you win by 1. What's that like for you?
It's great. I mean, this is a tough schedule. You go from Utah to LA for back-to-back. Play a tough game in Utah last night, up big, let it slip away, and then still find a way. Joel hits a big shot and we win that game. The game goes back and forth today. Off a back-to-back, so it's going to be extremely hard. They had some rest, so they were sitting here waiting on us, and we closed it out. So that's 2 games that we won back-to-back by a total of 2 points. But at the end of the year, when you tally up all those wins, no one's going to know that we won by 1 or 20 or 25. All that matters is that we got the W.
Terry, sorry if you answer this, but Doc said you're going to get your 30 minutes anyway, regardless of whether you're starting or coming off the bench. But I guess when that changes, does that change like how things are going during the game, like how you got to warm up, preparation?
It changes a little bit, but I mean, like I just said, you got to be a professional at the end of the day. If that's what they feel like the best option is for the team, then you have to accept that, and you have to go out there and be the star in whatever role that they give you. And I've said that since I was a rookie, that at the end of the day, you got to be a star in the role that they give you. And for our team to be successful, whatever role that, Coach Doc and the coaching staff feel like I remember we got 17, 15 people, whatever role that they put us in, then we have to be a star in that role. If you have to sit there and we have to cheer for our teammates, if we have to help our teammates on the court, we have to do that. If we have to sit there and go out there and play 40 minutes, then that's what we need to do. So, it's life, and you got to be mature about it, and you got to move on and help the team.
You've now been back for about 2 weeks. Just how do you feel rhythm-wise, health-wise, just kind of where are you at right now just in your
Yeah, health-wise, I feel good. And, my foot can withstand the impact of playing longer minutes now and playing for a longer period of time, and then also playing, off of back-to-back. It used to be sore, after games. Now I feel a lot better. It's not really sore. But at the end of the day, basketball is all about rhythm. And it's still just the feel of the ball, still, it gets to me sometimes. But I feel like I've been shooting a little bit better. I can't make layups for some reason. I was making layups. Now I don't understand. But it's life, and it'll all come back full circle. And I'm not too worried about it. As long as we're winning, I care less.
Hey, talk about LeBron's performance. I mean, first of all, the second player to go over 38,000 points, and I mean, what is it, pushing 40, and he was out
like 50.
35.
I say it about Joel all the time. They're just really, really good at basketball. You can't And Bron, he's really, really good at basketball, and he's really, really good at taking care of his body. Those two things that when you do that, the longevity of your career will be special. And he's showing us that right now. And he's still running up and down the court, catching lobs. He's still a problem for defenses in the league, and you can see it, and you still see it. And hats off to him, man. Just like a family member of mine, just because of agency and all those different things. So. I can't wait to see the day that he becomes number one in the scoring, whatever. So, like I said, hats off to him, man. He's a great player.
Last one, guy.
When you think about the playoff experience that you've had, to have games like last night and tonight that are so close and tense and so many variables that you can't really control, how much can having these midway through the season help you guys when you get to that ultimate space?
Yeah, I mean, the playoffs is boiled down to single possession games. And I think the last two games we had to get stops, crucial stops, and we had to get crucial baskets. And I think we executed on both ends on both occasions. It's not always going to be pretty. It's not always going to be pretty. You're not always going to be able to just go out there and blow out a team by 20 or win comfortably. This is the NBA, and a lot of guys are really, really good at basketball, and they have a lot of pride, and they don't like to lose. So, this is another good win for us and a good experience for the playoffs, like you said.
Thanks, Tyrese. Thanks, Tyrese.
5-3 in one position games now, Tyrese.
There you go.
Missed layups and should have won. Tonight, we didn't have a lot of energy, as you could see, defensively. Who did we get a game ball to? Montrezl Harrell. You know why? He was the only one that stood up and swore that ball was out. We couldn't get the video. And he said, I promise you. And trusting the player in those situations is very hard. Let me just say that. But he swore. He kept doing it, and so we did it, and it was good. No, George had a great low man help down the stretch, which was great to see, and made a big three. Joel made a good shot. James was playing great down the stretch. So, we're executing down the stretch of games right now. We're winning games, close games. That's important for us.
Can you tell us about the decision to bring Tyrese off the bench when you were trying to?
Yeah, we told our team there's 3 lineups that we'll be using for this point on. We were going to do it in the Utah game, but Tobias was out. But they know the lineups. I'm not going to share them. But there's 3 different lineups we'll use on different nights.
Do you anticipate starting different ones on different nights due to matchups? Or?
Yeah, that's what the 3 lineups are. Yeah, and some nights it'll be the matchup to them. Some nights it'll be to make them match up to us.
3-star.
Yeah, 3-star lineups.
We talked a lot this week about hitting the midpoint of the season, but to do it with a back-to-back, you called it escaping, but finding a way to win.
Yeah, I don't know if in 24 years or whatever I've been coaching, I don't even know and I'm sure I have, number one. But going east to West and having a back-to-back is just unusual, all right? And going the other way, you just never see that. You end on back-to-back sometimes, but you never start, just time zone alone. When I saw that, I mean, this is one of the 2 games we tried to get moved when we saw the schedule, and of course, because of TV, they would move it. So,
how did you set up defensively on the last shot, and were you the way LeBron was playing? Were you happy to see Russell with the ball instead of LeBron?
No, I mean, we just they came down in transition and attack quick, so it's just a matchup. You don't have a man in transition; you pick up the open man. Joel ended up on Westbrook. You know, that was just by fate. You know, a bigger guy. Westbrook wants to drive. That kind of helped us.
I guess kind of on the same note, last night we talked about, the different closing lineups. So why'd you go with George tonight?
I just thought we needed the shooting. LeBron was roaming everywhere around. And also, I went to Tobias and said, can you guard LeBron? We need someone else on LeBron if we're going to do this. And he said, I got you. And he did. He did a terrific job. So that was huge for us because now we had shooting all over the floor. We ran our little elbow package. Joel rose to the nail. And the one time they helped off George, and he got a 3. The next time they didn't help, and Joel got the open shot. So it worked out really well for us.
To go back to having the 3 options as a starting lineup,
Yeah.
a lot of teams that wouldn't work for.
Oh, we don't know if it's going to work for us.
True.
Yeah.
What is going to be the key to
Maturity.
Yeah.
Really. That's the key. Like, if we can handle it, it'll be really good for us because I think we have enough guys that we can do that with. But we may find out that it doesn't work well and go to one lineup. But I do think for the best of the team, it works. But you're right, it doesn't work with every team, and we'll see how it goes.
You talked a ton about Tyrese's maturity for his age up until this point. Has that shown?
Oh, yeah. Tyrese actually texted me about this. In the part about him, I didn't go to him; he went to me, which was really nice.
How rare is that?
I don't even know if I should answer that. It's rare, but there have been guys. And, look, Tyrese, he knows he's going to play 30 minutes at 35. He knows he's going to get his minutes regardless. So, what we tell everybody, I'd rather be at the end of the game than at the beginning of the game. And that's the lineups that we will have to really have great focus on.
This was a really good game. Nobody was able to pull away.
No.
What's it like, the joy of winning just a close game by a point?
Yeah, it's great. I don't know if it was a good game or not. You know what I mean? But it was a close game. It was for fans. This is not one of our better played games, especially defensively. We had no pace in the game. We were tired. But this is a game, like coming into it, as a coach, you thought, get to the fourth quarter. That was my thought coming into this game. Let's get to the fourth quarter, and let's see if we can win it, and that's what we did.
You also talked about late game execution last night. It seems like James is in a pretty good spot getting you guys in there.
Yeah, he's been great. We're comfortable now with the package, We run 3 or 4 different things. We know what they are. Doing the timeouts, there was a lot of interchange because I wanted to know spacing. And, honestly, we were just trying to figure out who LeBron was guarding. We said, whoever LeBron was guarding, you stand under the basket opposite of the ball. Just get him out of the play so he can't be involved. And that's what we did.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.